I've been putting off talking about this for about a year now. But I've also been wanting to share this with you because wherever I go, I meet people who have been brokenhearted, betrayed, or stuck in toxic relationship patterns. And so have I. By sharing my story with you, I want you to know that you're not alone. So many of us are suffering and in need of help. And I'm hoping that the little I've learned will be of use to you in these difficult times. Fate has interesting ways to heal hearts. When I met my person, I was just getting familiar with the terms twin flame and soulmate. When meeting them, I was dazzled. They were sitting in front of me. I was listening, and all of a sudden, as they were laughing, time stopped. I felt like pulled into a vortex, as if going back in time. All became blurry except for that person's face, and their face lit up, shining with golden rays like the sun. I had never experienced this before, but I knew then that this person was very important. We got closer. Eventually I got to know my feelings were reciprocated, but it quickly turned into a roller coaster. It was this runner-chaser energy, hot and cold. I became codependent on that person, basing my worth on their feelings for me and action towards me, which were inconsistent. I developed really bad anxiety and emotional upheavals. One day they would show desire, efforts, serious intent, and the other they would be cold, distant, and flaky. There was dishonesty, excuses made, while still showing desire and feelings. It was very confusing and painful. I quickly lost myself in the codependency cycle, giving too much, being too patient, crossing boundaries. I could not let go. I would dream of them, have visions, be so deeply connected to them on a psychic level. There was no way in my mind for someone else to take their place. It was only them. I knew they were also going through a lot in their personal life. I knew they were hurting, and I thought, if I'm patient with them, if I'm there for them, giving them love, then they will heal and we can be together. But that was wrong, because it came at the expense of my self-respect and value. The scales were totally out of balance between us. I was ready to give so much more than they were. I knew they weren't ready to give me what I wanted. I knew they were hurting. After 2 years of ups and downs and disconnection, I found out something big this person was hiding from me, and I blocked them. That was honestly very hard and painful for me to do. I became very depressed. I lost motivation in my life. I would cry every day, feeling this tight aching in my chest. I just wanted this person to find a way to reach out to me, make the effort, show me that they cared. But I also wanted to do the right thing for myself, as I was learning to put boundaries. I held on for 8 months. Then, circumstances in my life brought me into having to move. And before moving, I reached out to this person again. Honestly, I couldn't bear the thought of things ending like this. I wanted at least peace, at least some type of love, even if not in the way I really wanted it. So I reached out, they answered, I asked to meet in person, they accepted, and then, before getting a chance to meet, they ghosted me, and I never heard from them again. This happened almost 2 years ago, and as of now, I can sincerely say that I feel okay about it. It was a tough ride, but eventually I moved on. Even though I still wish there would be peace, I still wish there would be love, because I actually love this person, still I'm okay. If this person never talks to me again, I'll be sad, but I'll be fine. And if they do, I'll be happy, but I won't get into the same dynamic again. If you currently find yourself in a toxic type of relationship, or recently out of one, here is how I found healing for myself. I had been noticing for a while that I wasn't being honest with myself. I wasn't following my truth, and it was reflecting in many areas of my life. I had been desiring since childhood to pursue a spiritual way of life, but out of fear of lacking materially, I followed the more modern course. As everything seemed to be crumbling down in my life, I decided to rectify that. I quit my studies and I moved to another province near a temple where I could seriously take to my spiritual practice. I left my past person behind, along with many friendships and living habits. I started focusing on what truly mattered to me, my deepest dreams and desires, my soul calling. I set up new boundaries and raised my standards so that whoever enters my life and whatever I do be aligned with my deepest truth, with that soul calling of mine for a spiritually rich life. And it worked. Quickly enough, I made new like-minded friends. I was invited on a road trip across Canada, and all activities in my daily life took a spiritual turn. My first step to healing was to move forward in a way that was authentic to my true self, what I truly wanted for my life. Trust me, it was not easy. For a year, I was obsessed with my past person, doing tarot readings on them every day, crying every day, hoping they would reach out. I truly believed I would never get over them, because I had never felt so strongly for anyone before. But I took to manifestation again. I would write about the kind of life I wanted and the kind of people I wanted to manifest as if they were already in my life. I would practice healing techniques like Ho'oponopono and tapping every day. I would pray for help, for healing, for spiritual growth. I gave up my pain to the divine repetitively, times and times again. and eventually I met someone new. A new, strong, deep connection in the form of a friendship this time. That connection took so much space in my life that I naturally moved on from the past one. It's almost impossible to detach ourselves from something we are obsessed with. But if we develop higher standards and attach ourselves to something that serves our highest good, then we can move on from the past in a healthy way. I strongly discourage getting into a new romantic relationship right after leaving one. That will most likely lead to further disappointment and pain. Friendship or mentorship offer the space, love, and support required for healing. These connections can also fulfill the desire for closeness, love, and affection we look for in romance, just differently. I asked the divine for an intimate spiritual bond, and then this new person came. And despite all the emotional baggage, pain, and trauma I had brought with me, despite the difficulties we faced, this friend became a turning point in my healing. What truly actually saved me is going back to the divine, to Krishna, God, for healing. I surrendered my manifestations to him, asking him to find and arrange what's best for me. I surrendered my healing to him, asking him to take care of my pain and suffering. My faith in his plan for me and a better life for myself is what kept me going. My manifestations came true. Some of them I'm still seeing unfolding in my life, and I did move on. If you are suffering now, remember this. Keep moving forward. Be honest with yourself and what's really good for you. Pray to divinity. Have faith and never, ever, ever give up. Thank you. I love you.